My name is Barbara Ann Briggs, and I am a certified teacher of Transcendental Meditation and also the author of 2 books, Pilgrimage on the Path of Love, a novel of visionary fiction which has been hailed as the perfect amalgamation of spiritual awakening and self-discovery. I'm also the author of The Contribution of Maharishi's Vedic Science to Complete Fulfillment in Life. I'm a poet and a freelance journalist with numerous articles published in many different parts of the world. In this podcast, The Essence of Life, we will begin to understand the meaning of what is actually the essence of life and where can we find it. The essence of life is hidden in the silent source of life itself. The subject of today's podcast is the purpose of education. The purpose of knowledge, the purpose of gaining knowledge is to gain fulfillment. And only complete, unchanging knowledge will be capable of producing a lasting state of fulfillment. If knowledge is variable, if it's always changing, the results of one's actions will also be always changing. Sometimes the results of our actions will be good, and sometimes they won't be very good, and sometimes they may even be damaging to oneself or one's surroundings. Knowledge, as we know, is the basis of action. Action is the basis of achievement, and achievement is the basis of fulfillment. What is the basis of knowledge? Knowledge is based on consciousness, because knowledge is actually structured in consciousness. For knowledge to expand and grow, consciousness must expand. The consciousness of the mind, the conscious capacity of the mind must expand in order to encompass more and more knowledge. Consciousness is actually the container of knowledge, and knowledge in the waking state of consciousness is entirely different from the knowledge in transcendental consciousness, in the state of pure, unbounded awareness. In this state, in the state of pure consciousness, consciousness is fully expanded. And in this state, consciousness knows itself completely, from its infinite value to its point value. Transcendental consciousness or pure consciousness is a state of unbounded awareness, pure wakefulness, all knowingness, in which the mind is fully wide awake within itself, without a shadow of dullness. The experience of pure consciousness enlivens the total creative potential of the individual, and it establishes a profound basis for more efficient and rewarding action, because the knowledge we gain in transcendental or pure consciousness is total knowledge. And not only do we gain total knowledge, but we gain that ability to live in harmony with the total potential of natural law. In the state of pure consciousness, our thoughts spontaneously make use of the infinite organizing power of nature, and we're able to begin to tap into the deepest level of creativity, which is actually the very foundation of all the varied branches of knowledge. Consciousness is actually like a screen on which knowledge is projected. If the screen is hazy and unclear, the picture produced upon it will also be hazy and unclear. One's level of knowledge is entirely dependent on one's state of consciousness. The knowledge of a room, for instance, viewed in the waking state of consciousness, will be entirely different from the same room viewed in the dreaming state of consciousness. In the dreaming state of consciousness, the room may even be transformed into a forest or a mountain. In the sleep state of consciousness, the room will not exist in one's awareness at all. One's level of consciousness determines one's ability to perceive, appreciate, and comprehend the knowledge in one's environment. So we know that knowledge is different in different states of consciousness. All expressions of life are actually expressions of knowledge. Maharishi has said, and I quote, "Every bit of creation is the projection of a value of knowledge," end quote. All forms and phenomena in the entire universe are manifest values of one all-pervading field of pure intelligence or pure consciousness. Consciousness is the container of knowledge. If individual consciousness is cloudy or if it's clouded by stress and fatigue, the knowledge produced on it will not be profound. It will not be able to provide a stable basis for effective and successful action. When the total potential of natural law is enlivened in human awareness, only then can life be lived free from mistakes, problems, and failures. All problems, all suffering, and all failures in life are only due to lack of knowledge of how to align individual intelligence with the full potential of nature's intelligence. When one is only using 5 to 10% of one's full mental potential, then one has to struggle in order to progress, and one inevitably makes mistakes. One violates natural law. All suffering is the result of the violation of natural law. When the source of infinite creativity, intelligence, and energy is fully enlivened in human awareness, then one spontaneously functions in accordance with all the laws of nature governing the entire universe. The infinite organizing power of nature's intelligence, which creates and maintains the vast diversity of forms in the universe, enables one to spontaneously fulfill one's own interests without jeopardizing the interests of others. One becomes capable of not losing sight of the whole of life while one is busy attending to specific parts of individual life. The interests of such an individual are well coordinated with the interests of society. One is able to achieve more with less effort because one is functioning in harmony with natural law, and therefore one automatically gains the support of all the laws of nature in every endeavor. The total potential of natural law, the total potential of intelligence, effortlessly guides individual life toward fulfillment. As individuals in society rise to higher states of consciousness, the collective consciousness in the world will begin to reflect more positivity, harmony, and unity in the family of nations. Life in every nation will become more ideal. Every nation will lovingly own every other nation. Every nation will be a friend to every other nation. When the wholeness of life is fully enlivened in individual awareness, the age-old ideal of help thy neighbor will be spontaneously fulfilled. As the unity between nations increases, the differences will be enjoyed more and more. Society will be established in evenness, harmony will prevail, and differences, although remaining, will not dominate the perception. The surface differences will not be able to overthrow the awareness of the eternal unity at the basis of life. And Maharishi has said, and I quote, "Today is the dawn of that great civilization where life will be free from suffering. That unfortunate time is ending when suffering was considered to be an inevitable part of life. That dark period for the human race is coming to an end. The great Vedic wisdom, which declares life to be bliss, is now going to be a common experience in the world. Whatever has been the path of human existence, whatever has been the path of human values, political, economic, agricultural, or industrial, whatever has been the fate of education in the world, now educators and all leaders have to wake up to the reality of all possibilities, which can be open to everyone in every country throughout the world on the basis of Vedic science. World consciousness is going to be more and more purified because of the emergence of this complete science, which is going to evolve a complete man. End quote. So this is really the gift of Maharshi's Vedic science, Vedic knowledge. It's simple, natural, and easy for everyone to take advantage of the benefit of this knowledge. And everyone can witness the upsurge of an ideal quality of life on earth. We have to look forward to a new age of harmony, peace, prosperity, and fulfillment for the whole human race. New podcast episode will be uploaded every few weeks. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the podcast so you can be notified of the new episodes. Also, if you've enjoyed this podcast, I'd like to invite you to make a monthly donation by clicking the Support the Show link after the episode notes. This would be very, very much appreciated and would enable me to continue making the podcasts on a very long-term basis. I'd also like to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Living Wisdom, Barbara Briggs. Till we meet again, very, very best wishes to you.